We are really out of time, but thank you, Ruben, very much. And we have maybe time for 2 questions on.
Okay.
There are also. No questions? Yeah, maybe then we continue maybe during the break. We will have break now, 10 minutes. Maybe we'll have discussion with Ruben in the formal situation. See you in 10 minutes here.
Figure out what the building is we're in here, what it is, what this project is. It occurred to me that a building that is now the Czech National Museum might be to some degree a parallel structure, a useless building that different people have offered different solutions to, and the 4 reasons that this building exists somehow represent an evolution of power, and I'm not quite sure what it adds up to, but I will tell you briefly. It was a building at the head of Wenceslas Square in Prague. It was built originally as the Czechoslovak Stock Exchange in 1936, and this is the building which is immediately to the right. It's the lower portion of it, and it was built right next to what was at the time known as the German theater. Now it's the Smetana Theater. We're looking at the picture, I believe, from Wilson Street. On the left-hand side, you can see how it's squeezed between a similar building. This is the Czech National Museum from the 19th century. The entire Czech National Museum will move into the modern structure on the left, which again is the same building that was the Prague Stock Exchange. It's a certain confrontation of 2 different styles. These are the sculptures that are visible, the virtues that are visible from the National Building, the National Museum offices now. And this is what you see from the other side. So it's an accidental, I don't know if you call this building constructivist. Certainly you see an element of Ležitsky in it with the top structure, which I'll show you. But people just put it together for random reasons. This came from Expo 1958 in Belgium. This is the building looking head on, and this is what immediately caught my eye. If you look at the top, you realize the entire structure, half the building is actually built like this big black box squashing for all those people who are teaching me that I need to understand communism. It's right here. It's just the whole office structure is squashing the former stock exchange, which is the building below it. He built, the architect is Karl Prager. He designed basically something that would surround what was once the temple of capitalism. Here's another view of it. You can see it has 4 pins upon which it sits, and in the center there are several elevators that take you up, but essentially the entire weight of the structure on top is supported by these four elements. It's also surrounded by Czechoslovak national sculptures of various states of decay. This is the pin right here. You can see one of 4 weight-carrying elements, which I think is something fascinating. This is the interior. It's Slovak marble. We're walking into what was, as I said, the stock exchange. Then it was the Czechoslovak parliament. Then it became Radio Free Europe before it became the National Museum now. And for me personally, it was only 2 weeks ago that I could get in it. It was with Radio Free Europe, a very high security location. This I think is Stefani from Czechoslovakia. This is on one side. This is an example of the kind of art that one encounters inside it. This is a glass sculpture. I don't know who made it. To see the rest of the sculpture, which had several receding glass elements, you need to go to the bathroom, which is behind the wall in front there, which was built by Radio Free Europe for one reason or another. The people who made the National Museum now decided to essentially leave the structure as it is, with a children's playground, nice planting. This is what the building looked like when it was first built as the Czech Parliament. This is what it looked like in 1930 as the Burza. This is what it looked like when Czechoslovakia voted to disintegrate.